Find the surface area of the figure. Here we have a rectangular prism. So we have 4 rectangles, and notice that we have 2 squares here at the end, and then the rest are rectangles. So the area of a rectangle is length times width. So one area would be 13 by 5, so 65. But if you notice, there are 4 of the same. So 4 times 65 is 260. Area of a square is the same length times width, so 5 times 5, which is 25, and we have 2 squares, one on each end, so 2 times 25, or 50. Adding all of our surface areas together, we have 260 plus 50, so 310 square feet. Let's find the surface area of the square pyramid. We have 4 triangles, and all of the triangles will be the same, and we have 1 square on the bottom. So the area of a triangle is half times base times height. So half times our base of 8.9 times the height, which it's pointing to at 9 and 9.4, so 41.83. Notice that we have 4 triangles that we need to find the area of, so altogether 167 and 32/100ths. The area of the square is length times width, so 8 and 9/10 times 8 and 9/10 gives us 79.21. Adding them all together, we get 246 and 53/100ths square inches. The volume of a prism can be found by multiplying the area of the base times the height of the figure. What is the volume of the figure? So the volume is base times height. Here we have a triangular prism. The area of our base is a triangle, so the area of the base is half times base times height. So half times 8 times 5 is 20. And we want to take 20, how tall our prism is, which is 10 centimeters. So 200 cubic centimeters is the volume of this triangular prism. Let's find the volume of this trapezoidal prism. So notice our base is a trapezoid. So we need to find the area of a trapezoid, which is half times the base 1 plus base 2 times the height of the trapezoid. So half times 2.3 meters plus 1.9 meters times the height of 1.7 meters. That gives us half times 4.2 times 1.7, so 3 and 57/100ths meters of the trapezoid. We need to take that times the height of our trapezoid, or the length in this particular case, which is 4 meters. And I didn't have that screen done, so we'll do that screen here. So volume is 3.57 times 4, which is 14.28 cubic meters. The volume of a pyramid can be found using the formula volume equals 1/3 times its base times its height. So here we have a square pyramid. The area of the base, and our base is a square, is length times width, so 36. So the volume is 1/3 times 36 times the height from the middle to the tip of our pyramid of 4 is 48 cubic centimeters. Let's find the volume of this triangular pyramid. So the base on the bottom here is our triangle, and the area of the base is half times base times height. So half times the base of 8 times the height of the triangle is 14, so 56. The volume then is 1/3 of the base, so 56 times the height of the overall pyramid of 17. So 317 and 1/3 cubic centimeters. When a three-dimensional figure is sliced, two new two-dimensional faces are created, one on the bottom and one on the top. What faces are parallel to these slices? If I were to slice on the dotted line. So if I were to slice this first one here, the pentagon would have a pentagon on the top and a pentagon on the bottom. However, if I were to slice this next one, notice that I'm slicing right here, and I would go straight through the back here, so I would create rectangles. If I were to take this triangular prism and slice on the dotted line, and I were to fold it out and look at it, we would also see rectangles as well. If I were to take this triangular prism and slice it right down the middle, like kind of take like a piece of paper and slip it down through the top, I would get rectangles as well. If I were to take this square pyramid and slice down the middle here, notice that we would end up with triangles. Homework. Print the homework file included in the practice problems homework Dropbox. Complete the problems as outlined within the homework pages, taking care to show all your work. Scan and upload your documents back into the practice problems Dropbox.